Chosen ones, listen carefully because there are truths they never told you. In every temple, every hidden sect, every mystery school, they whispered to their initiates that sex is not just a union of bodies, it is an exchange of worlds. Sex is an altar where spirits meet, and not every spirit has your well-being in mind. They told you about lust, they told you about sin, but they never told you about the hidden dangers of spiritual sex. You have felt it before, haven't you? The pull towards someone you can't explain, the strange dreams that come after, the sudden surge of energy, or the heavy drain that leaves you weak for days. This is no accident. This is the unseen part of intimacy they hoped you would never remember. Long before modern religion, long before the suppression of sacred knowledge, our ancestors understood the truth. Sexual energy is life force. It is the very power that creates universes. And like fire, it can heal or it can destroy. It can elevate or it can enslave. That is why they built temples for it, why they performed sacred rites before it, why they prepared their body and soul to open safely. Because when you join with someone physically, you also open a gate spiritually. You merge fields. You blend karma. You trade timelines. But here lies the danger. Not every union gives, some take. When you lie with someone whose spirit is heavy, whose energy is chaotic, you feel it. The tiredness that lingers, the loss of focus, the dimming of your inner light. That is not just bad sex. That is life force leaking from your spirit, and sometimes it can take weeks to recover. Every sexual encounter creates an energetic cord, and if the other person carries ancestral pain, addictions, or attachments, that cord becomes a highway. Their storms travel into your calm. Their shadows find a home in your aura. You wake up with cravings that don't belong to you, with thoughts that feel foreign, with battles you never invited. This is how spiritual sex traps the unwary. And some souls, listen, some souls consciously use sexual energy to bind, control, or harvest. They know how to pull your power through touch. They know how to plant suggestions in your subconscious. They know how to keep you craving them, even when you know they are harming you. It feels like love. It feels like destiny. But it is not. It is an energetic leash. They do not love your body. They love your current. And here is another danger, the false awakening. You think you are merging with your twin flame. You think you are ascending, but sometimes the visions and the heightened sensations are not enlightenment. They are entanglement, a temporary high that leaves a long spiritual hangover. Chosen ones, discernment is not fear. It is protection. Our ancestors did not teach celibacy because of shame. They taught discipline because of wisdom. They knew sexual energy is sacred fire. Handle it with care, and it illuminates. Handle it unconsciously, and it burns. Sacred intimacy is not about repression, it is about awareness. It is about intention. It is about opening only when the temple is clean, when the partner is aligned, when the purpose is higher than desire. So pay attention to the signs. Persistent fatigue or insomnia. Nightmares or repeated sexual dreams of the same person. Sudden shifts in mood, finances, or relationships. Feeling possessed by cravings or thoughts that are not your own. Or that deep sense that you lost a piece of yourself. These are not random. They are signals. They are warnings that your field has been altered. But listen, this is not to make you afraid of intimacy. It is to awaken you to its true power. You are a temple. Your body is an altar. Every touch writes a code. Every union summons a spirit. When you remember this, you stop being a victim and you become a guardian. You stop being a vessel for anything that knocks, and you start being a gatekeeper for what is holy. Chosen ones, you were not born to be drained, you were born to overflow. You were not born to be used, you were born to command. Sex is sacred. Your energy is sacred. Your